Hey up, Snako here with another figure review. Today we have got the SH Figuarts One Piece Sanji. I got this guy secondhand off eBay. At the same time I got Goku, Piccolo and Ace from the same guy. And after just watching Anthony's customs of this guy, I realised I've got something that he doesn't. Then I realised he's got something I haven't. Anthony's custom says basically that he comes with a total of 4 interchangeable faces, but he's supposed to come with 5. Now I have those 5. But he also says he's supposed to come with some hands to hold these. Mine doesn't have them. I kind of prefer them. But what you gonna do? Unfortunately, I've had these for quite a while and I can't even remember the name of the guy I got these from. So, oh well. Too little, too late. You can still get them to hold the knives, and I could probably customize something. Instead, I got a pair of these hands. These, I'm guessing, are Nami's hands. So, never really looked at this guy in that much detail until recently. So that's annoyed me. But, like I said, not majorly. So, on to this guy. For those of you who don't know who Sanji is, he is a main character on the One Piece anime, and I do really enjoy that anime. I did a review months and months and months ago for the Luffy figure in the same wave. This guy. Shh. But that was a long time ago, and since then I've had so many other things going on, so I'm trying to get these SH figures done as quick as I can to get them off and shipped out to my buddy WeRToyBoxHero. That's Brave, who is awesome, and it's taken all these off my hand for me. So, heads up dude, my apologies, I did not know about the hands. I might be able to sort something out for you, I will let you know later. But onto this bad guy. Good guy. He's a good guy, not a bad guy. What can I say about this figure? It's actually a really decent and solid figure. They've managed to get quite a lot out of such a scrawny, very tiny figure, and I for one am really impressed. Now, he's supposed to come with a total of 4 pairs of hands and 2 unique hands. But like I said, I unfortunately have the 3 pairs of hands and the 2 unique hands. He also comes with this separate torso, which is quite unique concept. Now, basically what this is, if I bring up the other one, you see there's a line here. This is to make the character much more poseable, as there's a joint there. And also, this lower part is a softer rubber, so it won't hinder his kicks. Because for those of you who know Sanji, he is a kicking character. Whereas this, solid throughout. No articulation in it whatsoever. I can't really show you this. I have a slight problem. In the fact that, I don't know how Anthony done it, but when Anthony did it, the head comes off fine, the legs come off fine. I can't get the arms out of that one. No matter how much I try, they just will not budge, and I do not want to break them. So I finished recording. It was actually yesterday I finished recording, but I had a slight problem. When I was trying to pose this guy for the pictures at the end of the video, this bad boy here snapped. Not impressed with that. What happened is I was trying to get an angle of his arm going up, and I must have put too much pressure or something, because it broke the actual peg that goes into the arm. But in doing so, it then showed me that they do come out, because the arm was loose and I had to get the ball out and I couldn't grab it because this is too hard and I couldn't get any pliers or anything in there. So what I did, I'm going to show you a good one, is I got my screwdriver here. I know it's a penknife, but screwdriver, and I just put that as far down as it would, and I just kind of levered it and it popped out just like that. And then since I've done that, they do come out really easily now. So I think for whatever reason they were stuck in there, and that's why I couldn't get them out, because before I tried pulling these quite firmly to the point where I was hurting my fingers and they would not budge. So to show you, now this is the one I'm scared about. I'm going to use my screwdriver because I do not want to put any pressure on that joint. Maybe not the best way to do it, but as you can see, this is the one that was broken, but you can still go up and down and it does still rotate. I've advised Brave I've told him about it. I said just be very gentle with it. Don't give it any vicious movements. While I've got this out, just to let you guys know, there is nothing actually holding this part of the joint to this part. It's literally just friction, because that just pops straight off. But anyway, and there you can see him in his other body. I still personally don't like this one, I prefer the other one, but at least you can see what it looks like. And for a simple standard display, I guess it does look more attractive. Then change it back, take head off, take trousers off. This one should pop out. This one I'm still going to be a bit more careful with. Get as low as I can, get that screwdriver in there. So I'm applying pressure on the solid plastic here opposed to the actual arm. One arm, two arm, skirt, legs, head. He also comes with this really cool flame leg, because he's supposed to get these kicks that are like, kind of like really aggressive and flamey. It's a translucent plastic, you can see all the way through it apart from the knee here, or the top of the shin, and the hinge inside. And it does have a point of articulation, but it's kind of worthless. That's pretty much all you can do. You can't really pivot it or anything. The sculpt just won't let you. You get about that. So that sucks. But it does look very badass. He also comes with this plate of food. It looks like rice and peas, maybe, I'm not sure. It's like a peachy colour. It's coming up very orange on my screen, but it's more of a peachy colour, but it's pretty cool. And then like I said, he's got two of these bad boy knives. These are really well sculpted and really well painted, but they're massive. Look at that. It's like coming up to his like thigh. That is way too big. So I had to change the setting on my phone, everything's come up yellow. So here's that plate of food again. As you can see, it's not so orange, it's a bit more of a peachy kind of colour. And then over his faces, we have the lovey-dovey high school kind of Nami face. It's very funny. Nice sculpt. It has 3 prongs to go in the back of the head. They have a serious, like, growling kind of face. An open kind of screaming face. A serious, like, casual face. And then the one that Anthony didn't get is the smiley face. Now, to take these off, you need to pull the hair like that, and just one peg in the hair like that. You then kind of grab the ear. I have a cat on my chair with me. He's behind me, sorry. You grab the head, you kind of just have to wiggle and finesse it out. It's quite a deep peg. Fits now really well. Bless you. He sneezed. And then just peg this one straight back in. And then clip the hair back on. And attach the neck. It's interesting that they give you full faces, yet you never see under the eye. My cat wants attention, he's headbutting me. Okay, you've got a pair of these fists here. Nicely sculpted. See the nails are on there as well. Not really any paint ups to them, but they're nicely sculpted. Then you have these kind of open wavy hands. Very cool, again. Well sculpted. No paint apps. And then these kind of like, I don't even know, choppy hands. Like, what? Again, really sculpted. The little finger's sticking out for some reason. Not quite sure why. And then finally we get 2 unique hands. They're kind of supposed to be open cupped like that. I'm guessing this might be for holding a plate. And this one, I don't know, feather in his hair. I'm not too sure. Now the hands we're supposed to get are basically like these, but these are Luffy's ones I've just borrowed, and these are the ones which would hold it. And I thought maybe I could just pinch these, but unfortunately they don't quite fit, and the skin colour's all off. The hole's too big, because Sanji has an unusual peg unlike anyone else. We'll go over that in a sec. Quick close up on the blades. Really nice detail on them. And then the fiery foot. Really well sculpted that. To attach the hands, you just simply line up the peg. Same as before, if you do it at the wrong angle, it will just go down and you'll miss it. So make sure it's straight, apply gentle but firm pressure. These ones need a really snug. And again, the other side, apply gentle but firm pressure. Try not to hold at the tip of the finger because that actually quite hurt. There you go. And there you go, food holding hand. Not the greatest grip though, as it likes to fall. But that one doesn't hold it at all. And you can see that one just doesn't hold it all, so that's what that's for, is to hold the hand. So this one must be to brush his hair away, although you can't quite get there. To do the fiery leg, it's the right leg, you need to just pull the lower shin down. Mine's quite easy. It came with the fiery one on, and I found it quite difficult to get the fire one off. But you get the same articulation with it. Okay, size comparison. Sanji stands at 5 3/4 inches tall. Usual suspects. Bucky Cap. Hyperion is massive on him. Ultimate Captain America, also massive on him. Superior Spidey, Spider-Girl. And for SH Figuarts, Luffy, Ace, and just for the heck of it, Goku. Okay, so for articulation, the head is on a ball disc in there, but it's very limited. So you can go forward that much and back that much. You can pivot on the ball a little bit, and then you can rotate around 360 degrees. I don't think you can rotate the disc in there though. But then you have the neck is on a ball. Now I can go forward that far, back that far, side to side. Shoulders you're going to have to work with. They are on ball disc and the shoulder will fit underneath the cut, but not always. And the cut is very hard, so sometimes when you want to just like go forward, you kind of go out to the side. So it's a bit weird. But it is inside the chest, so you can bring it all the way up to there, down to there, forward to there. Not really much forward and back, to be honest. But you can rotate around if you work with it, and that's up. So not the best. You can bring it all the way out to there, and that's gone underneath the chest like I showed you, underneath the jacket. And you have a bicep rotation, much like Trunks, so you can go from there to there, but you really have to work. I think if they made this a soft rubber as well, it would have been a lot better, in my opinion. Because to get his arm, you can't really rotate it once it's out. So to get his arm to go up, it doesn't really want to go behind. So the only real gap for it is at the top. So that's all you can do. The only real gap for this part of the sleeve is at the top of the chest. He has a single bend in the elbow of just over 90 degrees, so not the best to be honest, but it does look well. It does look good, even on the back. They're the same kind of wrists as the rest of the SH Figuarts, so you can rotate in the wrist and rotate in the glove, and there's a hinge. So you can go down that much, up that much, you can rotate that around, then you can rotate at the actual hand itself. But it's a much smaller peg. Now this one has the waist articulation, so you can go forward that much, back that much, pivot there to there, but then you can rotate 360 degrees. hips are on the teacup, but with the hinge. So if you look at the feet, that's the highest, that's the lowest. There's not much in it, to be honest. It's a very small hinge. But he's got a Spartan of that. A split kick of that. I will say, as you just saw, this leg likes to pop off a lot for me, and Anthony had the same thing, so that's kind of a flaw, seems to be with them all. He has up thigh rotation of that to that, and then an ugly double bend in the knee. To me, that doesn't look nice. That it looks okay, but that doesn't look nice. He's got like these two teeth here, and this kind of beak here. Not a fan of them. The foot is quite considered hindered due to the sculpt. You can go from there to there. You can pivot from there to there, and you can rotate. You can rotate around if you work with it, and that's rotating in there. And then toe articulation, not really worth speaking of, because this bit here is going to get in the way. So overall opinion on his figure, as you can see, I had to cheat to get him to stand like this. I did get him up, but then he fell. Overall opinion on his figure, yeah, I really like it. It's a great incarnation of Sanji. I do have a few nitpicks with it really, but generally I do think he's one that's worth picking up. Couldn't even tell you how much price I've never looked him up. I literally just stumbled across this guy on eBay like last year sometime. Gripe wise is the hip I wish did not pop out. I wish his shoulders were a bit more manoeuvrable, and I guess not the greatest looking knee joints. So yeah, I definitely would recommend picking this guy up. I do think he's a great addition to anyone's One Piece collection. Also, just final note, I've just noticed these hands, I think they're for making him do handstands, because they've got a bit more, you see the pegs are going up like that. So I think these are for like putting his on the ground or something. I'm not too sure. I may have a try with the pictures at the end of the review. As you see, I've got him holding the knife in a throwing position. But yeah, I would recommend this guy. Good figure. Anyway guys, that's my review. If you've enjoyed this video, drop me a like down below. Leave any comments that you would like to talk about, discuss the figure, the video, my channel, anything you'd like. Please subscribe, and you know the routine guys, I'll be catching you next one. Keep collecting, bye bye.
Compass left behind, it'll only slow us down. Your heart will be your guide, raise the sails and take the helm. That legendary place that the end of the map reveals is only legendary till someone proves it real. Through all the trouble times, through the heartache and through the pain, know that I will be there to stand by you, just like I know you'll stand by me. So come aboard and bring.
Short of that, let's go for a camp pose.